There we go.
Good to see you. I missed you.
Good to see you too. How long has it been? A whole month?
Who the hell knows at this point? I'm the emoji.
Consistency is the key.
It's the number one rule of podcasting. We are breaking the number one rule of the
All
successful
of them.
podcast. Deliver on time.
Yes.
Consistently.
Yes. Show up on time. 10 o'clock news starts at 10 o'clock. Not 9:45.
Like
9:50. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, everybody, welcome to another exciting episode of See What Had Happened Was. I'm Trey Chocolate Job.
I'm Alexx Degree.
And today, we'll talk about our favorite sitcoms. CNN has this documentary. I don't know if you guys have seen it. It's called The History of the Sitcom. And it covers like the beginning of, when sitcoms began, and then it touches on all of the different aspects and subjects and categories of sitcoms. And we'll dive into that a little later on in the broadcast today. But it's pretty cool. That's why I said, because we already had a whole relationship topic already, in the bag, and we had it together. Alex had her notes, and she was ready to just come back at me with all types of insults. And here I am, calling the audible at the last minute. So that's what we're doing today.
I can shuck and jive with that.
Okay. All right. Cool. What's up with you? How's everything? And wait, this thing look, we got new font. See, you see that? It's like
that is a new font. Did you do that, or did it do that?
Yeah.
It did that, or you did that?
No, it did that with the whole, with the update and stuff. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Mark Young? What up?
Hey, Mark.
On the gram. So yeah, what's been up? Because you said
laughing direct from the left side of my face on the gram this week.
Okay. All right.
I've been up to a lot. So, I be doing fitness boom. I be out doing all the weirdest kind of races.
Tell me again what it is you do. All I know is you do videos on fitness equipment, right?
No. You mean my job? What's the job I do?
Because all I know, you said you had a presentation and people come to your house and they film you and you're on YouTube and you're a big fitness star or something like that. And I'm like, okay, just meet me on Facebook 9 o'clock every Wednesday.
So I have combined my love for running and the outdoors and broadcasting. I've manifested my own weird ass job. But and it has many facets. But one of them is that for this outdoor company I work for, I have a pretty important job leading the run efforts for this company. We're going hard into the space of run. So I not only teach the company, all the people in the footwear department for the entire company across the country, and we have like a
I forgot to tell you, I can't hear you right here. I was listening to you on Instagram and your voice. Go back to the whole headphone thingy that you had, because that was working and you were sounding nice and crisp.
You can't hear me at all.
You suck right here. Your sound quality sucks here on the computer. And then I have the regular volume of you on.
You want me to put on the live from the copter?
Perfect.
Hold on. Let me put on the live from the copter headset.
There you go. We're good. We're good. Now this podcast is filmed in front of a live studio audience, because now we can hear you. You look like the director or some shit.
I'm doing my Val, was it Val Warner from back in the day? Didn't she used to be in the copter?
Yeah, the helicopter, yeah.
Shouts out to Val. She's a friend of the show.
Okay, so go ahead.
So I teach all the footwear people about the shoes and how to sell the shoes and what the shoes do, the running shoes, and and all that, and teach them on like the lifestyle of being a runner and stuff, hydration, nutrition, But another aspect of my job is also customer facing. So I have like a run show through the company where I interview Olympians and ultra marathoners and just runners of in all spaces and walks of life, the designers of like Nike running shoes and New Balance and you name it. I'm talking to them all. the founders of Ultra, and so that's what so my customer facing stuff. Last week I did a cooking show with an Ultra pro runner with Hoka, and the week before I did yoga for runners with this chick with Hoka and stuff like that. So that's what you're talking about.
You are excited about this because the smile while you were describing this was great. This is
it's so fun to combine all of your passions.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay.
In a job that never existed before, for you to be in a space that doesn't, I'm a unicorn. Somebody would say like, so you like to run 100 miles. There's no job that equals 1-to-1 to that. And then, so you have a 25-year career in broadcasting. There's no job where you're a runner where you're going to be able to use that.
Okay.
You love to play around in the outdoors. There's no job where you're going to be able to do that.
You were just giddy. And I was like, look at the smile on her face as she's talking about this. It was a giddy moment. It was great.
Yeah, I love what I do.
That's good.
I love what I do. But what I was saying to you before was, I was going to tell you what's been happening with me while I'm super excited. Hey, babe.
Here he is, ladies and gentlemen. The fabulous Pat comes in, gives her a kiss. Right on time, brother. Right on time. You be cool. All right, Batman, ladies and gentlemen. We love Batman around here.
It's gorgeous. So freaking hot. So my bike. I think I talked to you last year about 2 years ago. My bike got stolen.
Okay.
The heathens broke into the apartment complex. What'd you say?
Nothing. Go ahead.
Okay. The heathens broke into the the apartment building. Didn't really break in. And one of the crackheads that lived in there let in their crackhead friends, and their crackhead friends went through the whole place. So stole.
You ain't catching no crackhead. Keep going though.
Almost caught him.
Okay.
And it would have been his ass had I caught him. Like he came out the elevator stealing my shit. We look back at the cameras. He came out the elevator wheel by stealing my shit. Normally we would go to the elevator, but I was like, I don't take any elevators. I take the stairs. And so we crisscrossed each other. I went to the stairs, and here come that motherfucker walking right by, like past me, and went out the door. Had I gone to the elevator, that knife would have been at his neck, because I'd pull a knife in a minute. So anyway, so the bike got stolen. I cried because I've been all over the country with this bike. I've done 5 Ironman and all these other things. Love this bike. My daddy bought me this bike, my racing bike. So anyway, insurance replaced it, and I finally put the finishing touches of all the bells and whistles on it last week, and we finally took it out over the weekend. And so I'm a happy camper. I have a very fancy bike that insurance, by the time they went to cover it, the closest thing was like about $5,000 more than what I paid. And so I have the fanciest bike. It costs a lot of money, and you best believe this sucker's insured too. And it's not ever going out of my sight. So we took the bike out 2 years ago, because I'm one who manifests my life, and I sometimes do it with purchases. I was excited for Batman and I to go bike riding. He's a cyclist, avid cyclist, really badass mountain biker. And we were going to take the pup with us. We want to do a cross-country bike ride from Alaska to Florida and take the pup with us. So we bought a trailer for him. So he has his own little trailer. We bought it 2 years ago, and this past weekend was the first time we took our dog out in the trailer. So that was exciting. And there's more. I know you're so excited. You're like, Alex, there's so much more. So there's also manifesting my life again. Batman and I have been dreaming for about 5 years of kind of like upping our outdoor adventure game. So, we have an off-roading vehicle. We got a fancy ass roof rack on top. It's a platform, and we bought a rooftop tent that fits 3 people. It's on hydraulics. You just push it up and it goes. It's got solar panels and everything. So we can go anywhere, and like the camping's ready. There's a mattress in there, and we are so excited to take it out this weekend. We put it up there ourselves. We put the rack on ourselves, and then we pulled the rooftop tent up there on ourselves. We bolted it down. Yeah.
She sent me pictures of it, and all I said is, this is more Alex shit right here.
It is dope. It is dope. It has the ladder on the side, and then this was fancy. So it's like you got a hard top shell, but this was fancy if you could take the ladder off and pull it up, because you can't have motherfuckers crawling up the ladder trying to invade your space at night. You got to hack off some limbs and shit. But yes, come on, this is a lot all at one time happening.
It's it's intense, it's uncanny, it's everything all in a ball. I'm trying to tell you.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And I'm getting back into my fitness routine. So Saturday was run 10 miles uphill with the dog. And then Saturday was bike 20 miles on the bike on the race. And then Sunday, no, that's Saturday and Sunday. And Monday was I don't know what I did. Oh, jump rope. I got back to jumping rope. So we did 6,000 jump ropes. I haven't jumped rope in a year. These hurt. And then the next night went and just ran some stairs. I was just like, we got to get 100 flights of stairs in 30 minutes. Let's go. So it's been.
Alexx Dupree, ladies and gentlemen. That was great. That was great.
Cross country trip, I was shooting for 2 weeks, which is a little unrealistic if you want to see something along the way. If you want to stop and see the sights, so to do it properly where you enjoy it, probably should be 3 weeks. But with the dog, because the dog is 50 and the trailer is 25, it's pulling 75 pounds, probably should take us a month.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So, okay. Well, me, the highlight of my day today, because, I don't have a dog or any of the shit you was just describing.
Any of the shit.
But I have a brand new CVS receipt. Now, I bring this out to you only because of the fact that lots of people can relate to the CVS receipt. Everybody that's went to CVS has experienced this. Now, there's some people out there that choose to go to Walmart and perhaps hit Walgreens or something to that effect. I am a CVS man. So
Okay.
I go to CVS today, and it just made me think about, I'm going to bring this up tonight. How many times have you went to CVS and your receipt is this damn long?
Oh, yeah.
Here it is.
Yep.
Keeps going. Keeps going.
They give 0 fucks about the earth.
Keeps going.
Yeah. Damn, homie.
Still going with the damn receipt here. I'm still going.
You're like a clown with the ribbons coming out of the sleeve and shit.
I've got, and see, this is how they get you. This is that hashtag. This is how they get you. Okay, they're giving me $5 off my the next $25 purchase, right?
Okay,
I gotta come back in 5 days.
Okay.
No, I don't go to CVS that often. Maybe once every 60 days, 90 days, maybe.
Well, that could be the mistake. See, you know I got my savings plan, and I just did the ultimate of the ultimates in the last 18 months.
Okay.
And I'm living that debt-free life, which is why I'm buying shit like a rooftop tent.
Okay.
But yeah, so you got to think about what will you need in the next 2 months, or what, and then you go buy that now. You save $4 on it, and because it's not going to be in sale in 2 months when you need it, and you get it then, and that's how you save your $4. And that's how you plan your life and keep on getting the savings. You always think about 2, 3, 4 months ahead. You're gonna have to buy deodorant. You're gonna have to buy some soap. You're gonna have to
$1.50 off Gold Emblem nuts, trail mix, and salty snack. Yeah.
Nah.
$3 off, $12 off any shampoo, conditioner, hairstyling, or hairspray.
Well, you don't need that, so. But you think
so. Rest my case, Your Honor.
Well, no. Here's the thing: you go for the coupons that are off the entire order. You don't go off of specific things.
So here's what we have: the $5 off, $25 off your next purchase.
So go buy some whatever it is you buy specifically for CVS, where it's gonna be your toothpaste, where it's gonna be your deodorant, because you're gonna need that. You're gonna need to replace your toothbrush if you don't do the electric joint like I do. So that's how you make the most of those coupons. But don't be buying the $1.50 off the damn nuts.
Yeah.
No, that is hashtag how to get you.
Oh, look it! I got 95 cents of extra bucks rewards.
Right, and then you apply the extra bucks rewards too, because at CVS and at Target and at Walgreens, you can use your extra bucks along with the coupon.
Okay. You learn something every day, ladies and gentlemen. You learn something every day. Okay.
I help you through this thing.
By the way, we got green tea tonight. Green
Oh, I
tea.
don't drink that. It's got
Yeah.
caffeine in it. I only do herbal tea.
Man, these people got me drinking tea. I drink tea every now and then.
Tea is great.
Tea sucks, but I drink it because I don't have anything else to drink.
You're drinking the wrong kind if you don't think it's
Nah,
good.
I'm just joking. I just like to poke fun at my Texans and what they drink. Okay, so let's talk about our favorite sitcoms tonight. I've been having some free time on my hands.
What?
I've been having some free time on my hands. So number one, I'm already a fan of. Before we do this,
Yeah, what?
The Shy. You've been watching The Shy?
No, we've not been watching The Shy because you are supposed to be giving me your code. Let me say, okay, this isn't just Alex being. Let me talk to the people for a second. So people, there's a lot of services out here, and when you're friends with people, like best friends since like 1997, 8, you share a lot of things because we in this together. Money side, we budgeting, we get further together. We try to uplift each other, support each other. So you share your codes. You share your Amazon Prime with your homie from college. What does he get to watch? He gets to watch Coming to America 2, the sequel of like his most favorite movie on the planet. And guess what? He gets to watch it over and over and over and recite the lines and memorize. And how? For free. Why? Because of his best friend of so many years. So when it comes to Alex, you know what show you missing, which is the best show, which you need to be watching? It's The Shy on show. We in the season 4. Yo, it's so good. I don't have Showtime, Trey. I'm on a budget. We're trying to get out of debt. I got the other ones, but I can't. It's like, I'll get you the code so you can watch
it. Okay, so number one, Your Honor, if we can look at the person to my left here, didn't she just say how she's buying all types of frivolous, weird stuff because she's no longer in debt?
Investments.
Which means she can spend that little funky $5.99 a month.
Nope.
And get Showtime. But no, I got you. Here's the thing. The way my TV is set up. You
got to check into the savings.
Yeah. Okay, so on one of my smart TVs, I have Apple TV, and the password for Showtime is like already in there, and so I don't want to mess it up. And the TV that I have in the living room, I have to watch it on my phone and then push it to the big screen there, and that's because I have the password to it in my iCloud, and the iCloud is connected to the Showtime subscription, and the Showtime subscription is, all dolled up and balled in between the password. You feel me?
I don't understand why this is the one night you are not sharing all of the comments.
Okay.
Hey, Miss Curve, love you.
Yeah, she's
okay. Team Alex.
Yeah, no, she's not. That's what it comes across as. So, but I got you because the season is over now, and so now you can catch up. Yeah, I'm going to. Now you can. I just reset it and go from there. Yeah, that's what I'll do. But now, look, the season is over, so now you can catch up, and then once the season comes back in what's this, September? Was it late July or August? It was June, late May. It was late May. So once
I don't know, I can't see it.
I got you.
And Batman and I are ready to binge watch it. We are ready.
I got you.
So I told you about the rooftop tent, right? So it's got solar panels on, right? So you can plug in and charge your devices, and we can watch while we out in the middle of the mountains, in the middle of the woods.
I
We
got
could be
you.
up there watching the show. How dope is that?
I got you.
I
I got
am living my best life with
the
my
only,
best man. Oh.
the only person stopping this experience is me, and I get that. I'm gonna work with y'all. I'm gonna work with
All
y'all.
right.
Okay. So, like I was telling you, I've caught up on a lot of stuff. I like watching documentaries when it's about like music. Like I don't
Yeah.
like documentaries on like weird shit, you know. I like music documentaries about like a few of my favorites are like on Netflix, the story of Quincy Jones. Quincy,
Oh,
whatever.
so good. Well, you know that was done by his daughter Rashida, so you know it's gonna be fly.
Yeah, yeah. The other one, The Godfather, the Black Godfather. Have you seen that
Black
one?
God, that was super dope. So
Yeah.
shouts out to Karen Lee, Special K, sister that I love so much. She turned me on to that one. Watched it. She's turned
Okay.
me on to two things. She's turned me on to that one, and I was like, good job. And she turned me on to Insecure. And I was like, yeah,
Okay.
her taste is what's up.
Yeah. So I forgot what I was saying. You threw me off.
I'm sorry. Oh, the documentaries that you like
Ah,
about music.
okay, go. So yeah, they have these documentaries, and I'm like a politics, like I love politics and just like learning about what happened and how the shit works and all of that. So they have these series on like the Kennedys and like
Mhm.
all of the vice presidents from in the past, and then they cover like the stories of the presidents or whatever. And then they have the entertainment division where they go like the history of late night.
Oh
So
yeah, yeah,
they
that's a good
did
one.
one on like Johnny Carson, Arsenio, etc., etc. So it's pretty cool. And the latest one, and I don't know if this is their recent one, but this is the one that I saw, has the story of the sitcom. And so it just basically uh, touches on sitcoms from the beginning, like in the 30s and 40s or whatever, to like today's sitcoms. And I can look at that documentary and say that the best sitcoms came out in the 80s and the 90s. But go ahead.
Not sitcoms in the 30s and the 40s.
I meant 50s and 60s.
As I say, unless they were on the radio.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay.
50s and 60s.
Okay.
Sorry about
Okay.
that. We'll have to strike that one from the record. But yeah, so it touched on different types of sitcoms. It touched on the working sitcom where everybody's at work. So you got The Office, and you got like Taxi, and you got Barney Miller, and you got I'm trying to think of somewhere else where it was at work, but you get the gist.
Living. It's a living.
No. Mary Tyler Moore and I think it was Mary Tyler Moore. But anyway, these people
You
are
didn't watch It's a Living?
huh?
It's a Living. The waitresses with Cheryl Lee Ralph,
How long
and
did
they
that damn show stay on TV? 4, 5 episodes.
no, it was seasons.
Never heard of it before. What's the name of it?
It's a living. They were waitresses at like a very upscale restaurant, and they would have like two different,
What network?
uniforms. Hell if I know. I watched it like 82, 83, 84. I was a child.
Oh no, I don't know nothing about that. He
Oh
don't
yeah.
know nothing about. I don't know nothing about that one. Never heard of it before. Was Cheryl Lee Ralph like a teenager, or was she?
No, they were grown women. I think Ann Jillian was one of them, and she had like
How old is she?
platinum blonde hair. She had this like long bob cut. But no, they were funny. They were these women, and they were waitresses, and they came to work, and they had their interplay, and they brought out the salad. They were always talking over the salad trough where they were getting salads to take out to the
Mm-hmm.
patrons to eat their salad before their fancy dinner.
Okay. Okay.
Well, see, this was important because there were not a lot of sitcoms. They had like Black People Showcase, and Shirley Ralph was the one Black character on a white sitcom, so she was breaking ground there.
And it's called what again?
It was called It's a Living.
Never heard of it. If
I'm
anybody's
just
heard of It's a Living in the comments, just jot down what you remember about It's a Living. Never heard of it.
I'm just saying she was paving the way. Sister was paving the way, getting in there in that general market money in that general market lane.
And
making room for other sisters.
her next role was what? Moesha's mama?
She did something in between.
Okay, so back to the documentary. So, like I said, they touched on sitcoms at work. They touched on the whole women's. Thanks, Terrence. Terrence says never heard of that. Never heard of that before. I'm like, it's a living. Like what? Quaz. Shouts out to my boy Quaz. Have you ever heard of a show called It's a Living?
Yes.
I watched it. They had the one dude that was a lounge singer. Okay, never heard of It's a Living before. I'm sorry. Maybe that was way before my time.
I follow groundbreaking Black women.
Okay, all right. Okay, so another topic they touched on, like I said, women's lib. You know how Maud had a character,
Maud.
had a character on that talked about
everything.
Yeah, she talked about abortion because that was like I think when Roe v. Wade was passed. This happened in the 70s. Was it?
Yeah, yeah. So
something like that.
So if you don't know Maud, that is something that everybody should go and educate themselves. So Maud, it was B. Arthur. And so you watched the Golden Girls, and that was Dorothy. But Dorothy was a little badass back in the day who was starting shit. And she was like as in your face as Archie Bunker was, but in the on the cause of the woman, like on the right side. She wasn't politically incorrect, or bigoted. She was a broad, someone that you would call a broad. She was this outspoken, was about to say her stuff, and and get her type of outspoken woman. She wore the pants.
Gotcha. Another category they touched on was race. You know how you got your Black sitcoms, how you had your Chinese Asian woman. Was it Ko, or her last name was Cho or CHO or something like that. Then they talked about, let's keep moving because I don't know what the hell I'm talking about with that one. But it was a Asian woman. She was a comedian that had Margaret Cho.
Margaret Cho.
Okay, I know I'm not halfway stupid. They also talked about had George Lopez on because he was Hispanic. Yeah. And it was cool because he was talking about that he grew up watching Freddie Prinze Jr.
Freddie Prinze.
Who had committed suicide.
Freddie Prinze committed suicide. Freddie Prinze Jr. His son was in all those movies. Married, did the Scooby-Doo movie, and married Sarah Michelle Gellar.
So he's still living.
Junior is still living. Yes.
Still living. Gotcha.
But Freddie Prinze Jr. was hot with that mustache in the 70s. He had a stash.
They also touched on those episodes where there was like a transgender in the episode.
I missed those.
Remember the cross-dresser on All in the Family? She or he ended up dying in the episode on All in the Family. There was also an episode of the Jeffersons back when George's best friend Eddie was Edie. It was so they talked about how episodes was touching on transgender issues and all of that, even in the early 80s or whatever.
Nice.
They also talked about like the ensemble cast of like Friends and like Living Single and Seinfeld and all of that. And it showed the difference between Living Single and Friends, how Friends, all of those cast members were making $1 million each toward the end of the sitcom, and the Living Single people were making whatever they were making. It didn't say.
They were making pennies, but I will say one thing, and I don't know how this is going in that back in the day with those negotiations. I will say the Friends people, some people at different times, they had better, draw, whatever you call Q ratings or whatever, appeal as America's Sweetheart or whatever. They made an agreement. Nobody will get paid more than anybody else on the cast. So Courtney Cox, who had a name before any of the other people,
right?
She wasn't saying, I'm gonna get whatever I'm gonna get. You better negotiate your deal on your own. They arm in arm, lockstep, said we will all get the same money, and they all wanted $1 million. And so nobody could get paid less than that. They were not going to turn on each other. And we even know in radio, they fuckers be turning on you in a minute. negotiating their contract and be like, you on your own, co-host.
That's how it is, man. That's how it is. Wait, what you trying to say? No, I'm just joking.
No.
But it also
I gets my money.
So yeah, the different, and that just made me, let's just bring to the forefront of just opening up the floor and just asking you your top 10 sitcoms.
10?
10.
Without me preparing?
If you've been paying attention, that's what I've been over here jotting down while you were talking about that old white people shit and putting
you're a
on
dick.
top of drugs and all that. So
to put me on the spot like this, okay. Can I do in no particular order?
Yes, you can. Excuse me. Yes, you can. And I got mine here, and I'm gonna tell you why mine are the 10 that I wrote down here, and then you can tell me why you wrote your 10 down. Okay.
So do yours go first?
I can. I don't really have a particular order. If you're gonna make me choose, I'm gonna go ahead and rank them now. Then
you don't have to rank them. I think that's too much on the spot. No ranking. You don't have to. In no particular order. Just give the 10.
Okay. All right. I got 11. All right.
11. 11's fine.
Here we go. All right. My top 11.
I'm about to be stealing.
Okay. The Odd Couple. That was one of my favorite shows growing up.
Okay.
So it's shorty, in the 80s.
I'm going to put it to the side. I may steal it. I'm going to put it to the side right now.
They would play the reruns of the old 60s and 70s shows or whatever. And I liked The Odd Couple because I just thought it was a cool dynamic. You had this one dude who, and they featured that on the sitcom shit as well. This one, straight neat freak, and the other dude was a slouch, and it was just pretty cool to me watching that as a short. So
I watched it. Okay.
Number 11. Who were the stars of that? Tony Randall and what was the other cat name?
Jack Klugman, who was later, he was Quincy.
Jack Klugman. Hello.
I love them old men.
Okay. Jack about dead now, ain't he? Right?
He's dead. He's dead.
Jack,
not about dead. He's been dead.
Okay, cool. Okay, number 10. I Dream of Jeannie.
I love me some fucking Jeannie.
Look.
Go ahead.
The first 2 white women that I ever had a crush on was I Dream of Jeannie and Terry from Three's Company.
Oh, Three's Company.
Wait. We'll talk about Three's Company later because they are my top 3. Okay?
Okay.
Don't say nothing. Okay?
Okay. This is your time.
All right. Number 9 would be, and at this point, we get into classics. Okay? At this point, we get into classics. Number 9 will be the Golden Girls.
Oh, yes.
Number 9.
Thank you for being a friend.
Yeah, I think that was one.
Travel down the road and back again.
One show we're gonna have to have a theme song discussion.
I got you there.
Yeah. Theme song discussion. So number 9, Golden Girls. Why do I like the Golden Girls? So let me just go back. Okay, I told you why I like the Odd Couple. I told you why I like I Dream of Jeannie. I just thought she was really pretty, and she would call a man master.
Oh my God! Shut up! You disgust me. No. Yeah.
Golden Girls. Saturday nights used to watch the Golden Girls.
For sure.
It was just pretty cool to see old white funny ladies, And I didn't know until later that Ma, she was younger. She was much younger than.
She was the youngest of them all.
Really?
Yes. So her name was Estelle Getty. Estelle Getty portrayed Sophia Petrillo.
Estelle Getty's dead too, right?
All of them did. Betty White's not dead, but no, we talked to Rue McClanahan. I don't think she dead either.
No, she did. They all did except
Rue died.
Let me tell you something. Rue been dead.
Remember we interviewed Rue McClanahan on the.
Well, we interviewed Rue McClanahan.
Okay. That's a whole nother show.
Yeah.
And B. Arthur's dead. B. Arthur is dead. Right?
Everybody dead, but Betty. Everybody's dead.
Everybody dead, but Betty.
Betty damn near 100. Here we go. So yeah, love the Golden Girls.
Yes.
8 on this list next would have to be Sanford and Son. Would have
Yes.
to be Sanford and Son. My dad, my cousins, uncles, everybody used to watch Sanford and Son late at night. Hilarious.
Hilarious.
Love Sanford and Son. Love it. Even to this day, it's on Hulu. I still watch episodes of Sanford and Son. So that's number 8. Oh, I forgot one. But you know what?
Yeah, you did.
I forgot one. So let me throw number 7. I'm gonna just throw number 7 in because this is the one that I forgot that I really loved. Different Strokes. Different Strokes would be number 7 for me.
I love Different Strokes.
Different
Mr.
Strokes.
Drummond. Mr. Drummond, an old white man, just comes in and saves
Had
the
on the
kids when he was
freshest
rich.
Look, Mr. Drummond used to have them flat fila suits.
Wait, Mr. Drummond, when he pulled Dixie Carter when she was young, that was like he pulled him a hot one.
Toward the end, though, you know, when the show was toward the end, because at that point they had moved to ABC. It was on NBC, and they had moved to ABC, and then they had brought Sam. Hi, Mr. D. And the husband. Didn't she have a daughter? I mean, did she have a daughter? Or am I thinking about Kimberly?
Kimberly, he had a daughter, Kimberly.
He had the daughter.
Dana Plato. Remember she went and got bulimic and
Dana's
had
dead
the
too.
episode. Dana's dead.
Dana died too. Dana was the first to croak on it.
She did. She
Dana
had problems.
Yeah, Dana did. Different Strokes. That would be number 7. Number 6. All in the Family. Number 6 would be All in the Family.
Okay.
Only because I, you know, as a shorty, I would watch it because that was what was on. You know, at one time they would have reruns of All in the Family and Sanford and Son back to back. So you get your racist white man, and then you got your racist black man. You know, back to back. It was a balance. It was a balance. So yeah, number 6 would be All in the Family. All right. Number 5 would be the 2 TV shows that's behind me. And they will be going back and forth for number 4 and number 5. You see Martin and also the Fresh Prince. I picked Martin before Fresh Prince, so Fresh Prince would be number 5. Martin would be number 4. Number 3 would be Three's Company. My aunt, who just passed away last year, that was her favorite show. And I was a shorty watching the show. I would love to see 2 things. I would love to see the opening credits when Jack or Janet would throw the water down on Chrissy's butt. I would like to see Chrissy's butt. And Terry was fine to me as a 5 or a 6-year-old. I was loving me some Terry.
Terry was gorgeous to me. Her name was Priscilla Barnes. And when I was in 3rd grade, we were in these pull-out classes for like gifted or whatever. And we took these classes and they did an experiment where if you could change your name to anything, what would you change it to? And we did that experiment for a week. Like we went back to our normal class and we changed our name on our papers and stuff. And I picked the name Priscilla because of her. Priscilla Barnes on Three's Company. I thought she was gorgeous and funny and, you know, like all of that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So the next 2 are no-brainers. If you know me, I would have to go number 2, A Different World. Love that show. I wanted to go to a black college because of watching A Different World. So yeah, that would be my number 2. Number 1, of course, is from the show where A Different World came from, Cosby Show. And the crazy part about the documentary on CNN, when they talk about the Cosby Show, they always say, despite what's going on now, man, shut up.
Yeah.
You ain't got to say that. You ain't got to say that.
I don't either. I don't think so either.
Give the man the props. He had the number 1 almost, in my mind, number 1 sitcom of all time, Cosby Show. Bam. There are my top 12. I did it. Who you got?
I'm sure I'm missing something.
Okay.
but I don't know what it is, so I'm gonna go with what I have here. But I'm sure I'm you know, after we do this and we put it out there in the world, people are gonna be like, and it's like, yes, you
I
know, and
forgot the Jamie Foxx show. That gets an honorable mention. The Jamie Foxx show is hilarious. And the Wayans brothers. They get an honorable mention. I'm just not throwing them in my top 12. Okay, it's on you now.
yeah, I'm still missing some. I mean, had you let me do a little preparation, had I been able to Google best sitcoms of all time, then I can go through the list of what they say.
These all came off the dome. They came off the dome.
All right, off the dome, off the dome.
I'm gonna make it shine. Come on. What you got? 12.
These are in no particular order except for
your top 3. Yeah, your top 3.
My top 4. Can I put my top 3? My top 3. Gosh darn it, my top 3. Yeah. I know the 3 and 4 are dual and banjos. So
okay.
But I will play that game with you.
Come on, let's hear it. What you got?
So I have the top 12.
Let's do it. How many of mine are on yours?
A shit ton. Almost all of them.
Okay. All right.
In the 12th place. But this is really in no particular order, but number 12, just for the fun of it. Amen.
Oh. Oh. You know, I didn't Okay. I give you that one. That has to pop up when we come to theme song, top theme song.
Oh, you jumping rope? Sherman Hemsworth is like they had him jumping rope on the beat of the damn theme song.
Ow, 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 shine on me. Hey, ay. I need
it. So dope.
Yeah.
Okay, so amen's in there for me. I'm gonna go fast over the ones you said because you said them.
Okay.
So I absolutely already have Different Strokes.
Mm-hmm.
Classic. All in the Family. Classic. Definitely have The Golden Girls. I mean, that stands up. That is one of the shows that it does not matter what decade you bring it out in. Bring it out 40 years from now. It's still going to stand out because the old people stories were like, whatever. They were evergreens.
So a fun fact about that. I've told this story like maybe 3 times in the past week or so to different people. So the Golden Girls, B. Arthur, and I think I saw this on like the True Hollywood Story or something. By the way, I like watching those too, like the back ends of stories of these shows. And they were saying that she was the last one to sign on to do the Golden Girls because she didn't want to do a show where Betty White's character was, promiscuous like she was on one of the shows, Mary Tyler Moore or something like that.
She was promiscuous on that show, but she was not there. Remember, Rue McClanahan was promiscuous, and Betty White was the dummy. She was the small town.
Right, but now here's what I'm saying. She didn't want to do the Golden Girls because she thought that Betty White's character was going to be.
Was it Suzanne? Suzanne was the name of the character, something like that. On that,
I'm gonna need you to let me say.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm done.
Because it makes me. It
throws you off.
She didn't want to do the show because if Betty White's character was, flirtatious and but once she signed on, once she saw that Betty White was the dingy one and the other chick was the whore, if you want to call it that for lack of a better word. But go ahead, continue.
Yeah, she just assumed Betty White was going to be revealed, reprising the same character. I mean, I see that.
Yeah.
So I gave you the Golden Girls. I have Sanford and Son, faux show. I also have Three's Company. That was just a huge part of my life. And I mean, I even took it to the Ropers. I kept watching.
Woo!
I kept watching. I was that much Three's Company's fan.
Yeah.
I mean, I can tell you that Jack Tripper worked at Angelino's.
Yeah.
With Felipe.
So I'm trying to think. It was the Ropers.
Mm-hmm.
The landlord of the Ropers or the neighbor of the Ropers is now Jeffrey. What's his name? Tambor or something
Yes.
like that. Yeah.
Yes.
Like, yo, that's dude from Three's Company.
Absolutely. And
Yeah.
he was on the Gary Shandling show, if you remember that. And yeah.
He kept going.
Oh,
What?
I just added one to the list.
Okay.
Married with Children. You didn't watch it?
I love Married with Children, but I'm not putting them in my top. I'll put them in my top 15 if I had top 15.
Well, I got 13 right now, so it's in my top
Okay.
13.
Yeah. I watched it at the beginning when Fox had first started out, on that Sunday night. They had The Simpsons and Cops and Married with Children that came on. Like, I remember days when these fucking shows came on, which is crazy. I watched it at the beginning. After a while, it got kind of stupid to me. Married with Children.
It did. I mean, it ran a long time. But I mean, like any of those shows that's trying to push 15 years, of course, the first 9, 10 are going to be the better ones. And then after that, we're struggling for stories because, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm going to give a shout out to a recent show because I did enjoy it a lot. Modern Family.
Oh, shit. Yes.
Very good. That's my number 4. I'm up to 14 now.
15, though. I think the shows after like 2010 kind of suck. That's just me, though.
No, yes, but they squeaked in there, so I'm gonna get them that one. So I'm at 14 now. I'm gonna give you I Dream of Jeannie because that, by the way, is the superpower. If I could have any power in the world, I don't want to be invisible. I don't want to be super strong. I don't want to turn people to ice. I want to be able to genie blink myself anywhere.
Right.
Genie blink, the dish is done.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's my I want it so bad.
I used to show her in the bottle. She'd be in the bottle. You know what I'm saying? Yo, we in the bottle. I just thought
it was a cool show. It was a cool show. I got one that you don't have on your list.
Okay.
Gilligan's Island.
Okay.
I really, really loved Gilligan's Island.
I could never get into Gilligan's Island. I would love to watch the Munsters.
Yeah, they ain't making my list. I watch them too. I watch them religiously, but they're not making my list. But they ain't making my list. But I really enjoy Gilligan's Island.
Let me throw one at you that I forgot to throw in here, and if I had a top 15, it would make it.
Right, we're doing top 15. I got 14 now. Let's give him 15.
Ain't no fair because I only gave you 12.
So I know, but you've added some of the ones I just said though, so we got this.
No. Okay.
You added Modern Family. You added Amen.
I didn't. I said those were tight, but they're not on my top list. I said Amen was the top theme song. Run the tape back. Okay. Roseanne.
Ah!
Roseanne is in my top 15.
Mine too. Roseanne may even, yeah. Roseanne, for sure. She's gonna move ahead of some of these. I'm watching the reboot. It's so damn. There's another one that's good. Can we get top 20? Because I need to add another one to the list.
We're gonna do top 15 for now, and if we have another 15 for another episode.
Okay, I got an honorable mention. mention.
We can have a ton of those.
Okay, I got an honorable mention of Will and Grace. I got an honorable Will and Grace mention.
Yeah, they featured that too. They talked about how gays were portrayed on TV. How back in the day. Now, what was the gay guy that was on I Dream of Jeannie, or was it Bewitched? It was a gay guy. He was, and it showed that it was like right in front of you, but not really.
One of the Darrens was gay on Bewitched. One of the Darrens, they had the two Darrens, the York
the character. It was like
Dick
a
York.
It was a character on the show.
No, you know who was gay?
Who that?
It was. The show was called Too Close for Comfort. It was Jim J. Bullock and Ted Knight.
You're talking about Jim J. Bullock.
He just said it.
Yo, he had AIDS. Huh?
I just said it was Jim J. Bullock and Ted Knight. He had AIDS?
Yeah, he was diagnosed with AIDS in 85. He was featured on it. He was on the gay section of the show. And they talked about Will and Grace, and they said that the character on Beverly Hillbillies, the woman, She was gay too, but it was right because she was like a boy girl.
The grandmother that was shooting a gun all the time?
The other person on the Beverly Hillbillies, it was a woman. It was like a girl. She was a girl, but she was a real boyish girl. So basically, they were just talking about how the characters were gay. It just wasn't obvious that it was obvious that they were gay, but it just wasn't making light of the fact that they were gay. And it wasn't until Ellen came out and was like, "Hey, everybody, I'm gay. Look."
I didn't watch the Beverly Hillbillies. That wasn't my jam.
I didn't either, but it was featured on the gay section of the show when they were talking about
The gays. In the gay segment.
They talked about Will and Grace, my man, Too Close for Comfort, and like I said, how it was featured but not really in those shows from back in the day. Yeah, keep going. Still on you.
I'm bringing it home in the top 4. 3 and 4 are battling it out.
Ellie Mae was gay. Yes, Ellie Mae on.
Ellie Mae.
Yeah, she was. Now that I
said, you can't just be a tomboy. I'm a tomboy.
Now it was in the gay section of the documentary. Is what I'm trying to tell you. It was a character on Bewitched though, but he was like gay, but he was funny. He was hilarious.
He wasn't her husband. It wasn't one of the Darrens.
It wasn't any of the Darrens. It was like the friend of them. You know, he would always come over. I don't know if he was a friend.
I know who you're talking about. Yeah. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Because he popped up on Hollywood Squares later too. It was all the people that showed up later on Hollywood Squares.
Okay.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. So,
him.
Oh yeah. Yes, he would be on one of those 80s shows from back in the day. So yeah, I don't know where he went after that, but yeah,
he died.
Who else?
So 3 and 4 are battling it out, and it is Fresh Prince and Different World.
Okay, was Welcome Back Kotter mentioned? Yes, Welcome Back Kotter was mentioned on the ensemble shows where they were talking about WKRP in Cincinnati, Welcome Back Kotter, Happy Days. I used to like watching Happy Days back in the day too.
I liked Happy Days.
Probably get an honorable mention. Happy Days.
And I even watched some spinoffs. I watched Joni Loves Chachi. I watched Charles in Charge.
Of our days. No, Charles in Charge wasn't a spinoff.
It wasn't a spinoff, but you still followed him because you remember when he was. Damn, I used to like watching Alf.
Oh, Alf was the show. Monday night. Alf was your cat. Literally.
Alf, yeah. All right, so I'm at my top 2.
Alf was eating cats, baby. Go ahead.
I'm at my top 2. So number two is Friends. I was in it. I watched it. It was, the writing on that was good. I understand it had until the last few seasons, it was a very white cast. I get that. They've acknowledged that. The writing was top notch. It was a very smart written show. My number 1.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. What are you going to say on there in the comment?
I didn't even know I could do that whole Alf thing. It just came out,
Ha! Wait. Ha! No. Wait.
Ha!
Where is it? Gordon Shumway. We've been friends for way too long.
Okay, Friends gets an honorable mention because there's some episodes of Friends that I've just tuned in because the shit's on all the time, and I was like, "Yo, this is funny," because it's 6 of them, right? Let me see if I get it right. We got Chandler, Ross. I'm gonna come back. Then we got Phoebe. What's her name with the black hair? Hold on, don't tell me. Phoebe. Damn, what is her name? Rachel?
That's a good one. She doesn't have the black hair, but she's in there.
Rachel, Phoebe, and damn, her name. What is her name?
Courtney Cox's character.
Yes, with the black hair.
Yeah.
Rachel, Phoebe. Monica.
Monica.
Okay, we got Monica, Phoebe, Rachel, Joey, Chandler, and that's the one I said I was coming back to him, right?
No, you were coming back to Joey. You had the
Joey, Chandler, and Ross.
Oh, maybe Ross. That's
Okay.
them.
So I know enough about the show. I've seen it before, but I don't put them in the top. You know, no, I don't put them in the top.
Oh, I totally do. I was there. We got pizza the night of the the last episode. I got off work, got my pizza, got my
Okay,
Yeah.
good question from Larry Biddle. What about the black friends? That's living single, right?
That's living single. Are you saying what about the equivalent? Or are you saying did they ever have any black friends? Because Ross
I think
dated the black
Single
girl.
was a good compliment to Martin, and then went into New York Undercover. It was never really that funny to me. It was cool to watch because you had Queen Latifah and you had Tootie right there, and then Sinclair. All of the characters. It was an entertaining show to watch, but I didn't think it was funny.
Can I make a very, very controversial comment?
Yeah.
Because I give 0.
Yeah. A Different World is my top 2, Jamie.
The black comedies do more of the over the top comedy. And it comes from history. Well, they'll make big expressions. They'll be more animated in their physical comedy. You understand what I'm saying?
I'm listening to you.
Well, okay, I'm going to give examples. Fred Sanford, I'm coming, Elizabeth, stuff like that. The big movements. Hilarious as shit, but I'm saying big movements. The only white comedy I know that really did that I didn't care for was Seinfeld, with the Kramer running in all the time, being stupid, and the Jason Alexander yelling. I mean,
that
what
was
was
British.
it?
That was British.
That was British. Benny Hill, because I watched that. But like, there's more big moments. Like you'll see, them do facial expressions where they do like the big eyes and the shock and stuff like that.
Well,
and
Jack Tripper did a lot of that. He did a lot of physical comedy and a lot of.
He fell over, but he didn't do so. Yeah, but yes, but like, so Martin doing a lot of that physical comedy. It's bigger comedy. It's not that subtle.
Okay,
stuff.
Robin Williams. What do you call what he did? Nano. Wasn't that like physical?
That fucker was unstable.
You know what? He was on the stage. He was on a stage by himself. Let me just take that back.
Yeah.
Nobody like Robin Williams. Nobody like
his brain was a whole nother.
Yes.
Like
there was some other shit
solar system. There was I don't want to be morbid, but I'm surprised he kept it together as long as he did, and he was here as long as he was. That mind of his. While it was genius, because if you ever saw his serious comedy, he was his serious acts, he was genius. But there was a lot of dark in there, and there was a lot of unstable in there. So he was a talent, but I'm shocked he lasted as long as he did. Like, he lived as long as he did.
Watch Dead Poets Society when you get a chance.
Oh, dude.
Huh? Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And we get to my number one. You'll never take it from me, The Cosby Show.
That is.
You'll never take it from me.
Never.
I own the DVDs. I started buying the DVDs when I became a godmother. When the mother of my godchildren started having babies, and I said, of course it's gonna be on TV forever, but we need to be able to play it on demand when my babies are over.
Yeah.
Cosby Show.
Oh, they did feature Girlfriends. He said the black version of Friends, Girlfriends. They talked about that too. That it was one of those shows. That was the opposite of Sex in the City.
That was the opposite of Sex in the City, that's not a sitcom. Is that a sitcom?
What, Sex in the City?
Yeah.
I don't know.
If it's a sitcom, it goes on the list.
Was there? I think it was what do you call it? A dramedy.
I think it's a dramedy.
I think you call it
a situational dramedy.
Yeah.
No, so we ain't gonna muddy the list with all of them, because then we got a whole other. No, we get too many problems. Cosby Show, you and me both, number one.
Absolutely.
I mean, try hard as you want to, but I think I'm gonna still be this 80-year-old woman sitting up here, 40
You never
years from
get
now
old.
saying Cosby Show is it
There's
forever.
this Facebook page that I follow that runs Cosby Show episodes like nonstop. It's a
Tell me
whole.
the page so I can subscribe.
I got you. I got you. It's in here somewhere.
He got me just like he got me with the Showtime code, y'all.
We're bringing up old stuff is what we're doing. We're wrapping things up here. Thank you guys for tuning in and checking us out. I am Trey the Chocolate Jock.
I'm Alexx Dupree.
Y'all have a great week. We don't know when we'll see you again, but we'll see you again when we see you again.
Word.